So in last video we are done with a basic information, but in this we are going to see circulatory system from like very basic, how exactly it's like a summary of this entire chapter. Okay, so it's like our body have few cells. Of course we have a lot of cells, and we need to do any work, and for doing any work we know that we need to have ATP. What is ATP? You might be like, it's an energy currency for, whatever you just do, you need to have energy, right? And that energy comes from a lot of things like glucose and oxygen. Okay, so I'm just making it outside, otherwise this all would be happen inside the cell. Glucose plus oxygen. Yes, ATP can be formed without oxygen, but we human being requires oxygen, right? I don't know what it's looking like. It's like positive plus glucose plus oxygen will form ATP, right? And you are going to do a lot of things. So now the question would be, it's like from where exactly this oxygen comes from. Oh god, I'm so sorry, I'm just making it here again. So it's like we human being, here's the oxygen present in our environment, right? We do take, here's our body, right? This oxygen is taken throughout the body, then it will go to lungs, right? A lot of bronchi, a lot of feature would be there, but directly it goes to lungs, right? After lungs there are few regions, few sac like structure, air sac like structure, that's called as alveoli. So what exactly will happen is like these alveoli will help in transportation and these all, right? So now what will happen after this alveoli? Here we have heart. We have just studied vein, artery, these all, but still vein is like which take blood towards the heart, right? So from here there would be transportation medium and these all, it will take blood, blood would be taken towards the heart, and then it will go to the body, and again it will go like this is the complete cycle. It's like a vein carrying oxygenated blood, vein carrying deoxygenated, but artery carrying oxygenated blood, right? But there would be an exceptional case which I told you in last video. It's like pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein, which I am like done with in last video, but still I could give you a little information. Pulmonary artery, which artery like always carry oxygenated blood, but the exceptional is once it carry deoxygenated blood too, and same goes for the vein, right? So this is the like complete summary. So a system like circulatory, this is entire is circulatory system. Now this one cycle has just completed, like the blood has just came to vein, and now it's going to other again to the lungs to get oxygenated, and this entire process will continue. If this complete has done once, this means this is called cardiac cycle, and which is like we will study that too, but right now it's like only this. But here is another system like circulatory system, a little similar to that, so we are going to discuss that. What exactly happens in that is like that's called as lymphatic system. Okay, so what happens when our heart, when our cells are going to do perform a lot of activities, here is the exchangement of these gases, not gases of course, this is not respiration, but exchangement of medium, blood is going, and oh I'm so sorry, I don't know what just happened. Oh god, let me just set this. So the lymphatic system, when our blood is coming, here we have oxygen, blood is coming to this cells. Here we have another, a fluid is left over. Here's interstitial fluid, that's called blood or interstitial fluid, not blood but just interstitial fluid. That fluid is like it carry everything except blood, except red blood cells. We know blood have a lot of types: red blood cell, white blood cell, platelet. So this will be having white blood cell, platelet, but not blood cells, okay, red blood cells. So what will happen here, this fluid is remaining. Okay, overall it's like lymphatic system this interstitial fluid is not required anymore, so it will go back. But when it go back, here in the middle between these cells, a 30% of fluid is remaining. That fluid is like neither of these cells nor of this, I mean, vessel, right? So where it will go, it will make another system, and it will go in lymph, I mean, it will go into lymph vessels. It will go into lymph vessels, and that lymph vessel, when it will go into lymph vessel, we just call that interstitial fluid, the remaining interstitial fluid, as lymph. So that's why this name is so similar, I mean, similar in sense. This is called a lymphatic system because this lymph is going to be carried, so that's why we just call the system as lymphatic system. So this was the, I mean, entire basic about circulation and lymphatic system. This was the only summary, right? But here we have so many parts with the detail of blood, cells and everything, which we'll do in our, I mean, upcoming video. So stay connected. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.